I've got a good video here, got a good clip from the line. It's just made me laugh out loud. I'm sitting here working, listening to the line, but it's such a funny one that I decided to make a video very quickly about it. Otherwise, what I typically do is copy and paste it into a Word document and come back to it a month later. No, let's go with this one. Matt is going to be insulted. Listen to this.
A decision, it's not a choice. I was convinced for many years for very bad reasons, and when I found out the reasons were bad, I stopped being convinced. There's not a decision, there's not a single thing. It's if you listed the 10 reasons that you think heart disease is caused by ice cream, and then you go through those 10 reasons, and all of them are flawed, then you no longer have a justification for believing that heart disease is caused by ice cream. That's just the way reasoning works.
No, reasoning also has creative, tries to find out more about the world. Like you've stopped learning about things. At one point, you always say that this is too scientific. I can't.
That's right, Matt. You are now ignorant. Now that you're an atheist, you've made up your mind, you've closed your mind, you no longer do any reading. You're one big fat ignoramus, according to Ram from New Delhi.
To the realm of it. Why not? You should read about these things.
Wait, Ram.
I read about these things a lot.
Ram,
oh my God.
Ram, you're suggesting that I've stopped learning and that I don't understand science. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Then you're a fucking idiot.
No,
yes, you are a fucking idiot. Not only have I not stopped learning, I'm an obsessive. Not only have I not stopped learning, I'm an obsessive learner. When I say on the show that somebody's asking questions that go into a scientific area that I'm not particularly knowledgeable about, that's just an honest answer. Do you realize how many topics as an atheist on a call-in show I have to be nearly an expert on? And yet when I acknowledge that there are things that I am not an expert on, you want to pretend that I've stopped learning.
Okay, so I've missed out a significant portion of the call, and I've kind of fast forwarded to the whole point where Matt is asking him which God he believes in and why. He's already said that for social and cultural reasons, it's good to believe in a God. So we've sort of moved beyond that and pinned him down on ignoring the sort of functionality of believing in a God and how useful it is in your society. In terms of actually believing that the God is real, what are your reasons? So we finally got to this.
The ability to believe.
We didn't even discuss what God.
We'll get there in a second.
So here, let's start, Ram. Which God do you believe is real?
I believe that there's a personal God, okay, and
hang on, Ram. What do you mean, just a personal God?
A personal God who, basically, I think that we can understand our future. We can predict our future, and sometimes when we get dreams about, let's say, deja vu or things.
This isn't a God. Deja vu is actually deja vu is a psychological phenomenon, and this isn't a God. Who is the God?
I just want to be clear here.
We are ourselves the God.
We are ourselves the God. Okay, Ram, you can stop talking now and listen. Okay. Okay. Look, you smug little shit. You called in to talk shit about my conversion story. And we've sat here and patiently asked you, what were the good reasons to believe in God? Well, it makes me feel good. Do you know how stupid that sounds? When you have to admit that it's not a good reason? Then we go on, we try it another way, and we try it another way. And then it's like, okay, tell us what God you believe in. Ram, the captain of fucking learning, believes in a personal God, and believes it because we can understand our future, and sometimes we get dreams or deja vu and might be able to predict our future. Do you realize how silly that sounds? A personal God you believe in, and you're going to call in and suggest there's something wrong with my reasoning when you can't offer a reason, when you can't offer, shut the fuck up while I'm talking, so I'll mute you. You couldn't offer a reason. You couldn't offer a definition.
Now, this is where I'm getting a little bit frustrated with Matt, because I would like him to focus back in on what it is that Ram actually believes. He said that he believes in a personal God. He said the reason he believes this, or at least he, in association with that, he said that we have dreams, and that from these dreams we can tell the future. I would like to know more about that, but unfortunately, Matt has gone into ranting mode, and I don't think we're going to get there. I think we're going to hang up in a moment.
Definition. You couldn't offer any explanation. We gave you multiple tries, and when it comes down to defining even what God you believe in, it's a personal God that you think is real because we can understand our future, and sometimes we get dreams of deja vu. Would you like to try again to actually define what it is that you believe and why you believe it and why you think somebody else should believe it?
Well, I think that you often get very confrontational in your dialogue. And you always
so the answer is no. You're not going to do the.
So Ram, I'm going to mute you again. I'm asking Ram. I am giving you the opportunity in front of countless thousands of people who will watch this video to define what it is that you believe and why you think others should believe it too. And you are using that time to whine like a little bitch about whether or not I get confrontational when somebody calls in to say, my story is not convincing. I've clearly stopped learning. I'm in too much pain. Ram, I'm going to unmute you. When I do, I'd like for you to tell us a definition of the God that you believe in and why you think people should believe it. And believe me, when I say that for today, this will be your last opportunity. So what God do you believe in and why should people believe it?
No, Matt, I'm not going to tell you. And
okay, goodbye, jackass.
Well, thank you for watching that. For me, that was a good call. Mainly it was a good call because we saw another theist utterly humiliated. Getting the hang up and the jackass treatment from Matt, well deserved as well. I don't really think this man knows what he believes or why. He's got a completely incoherent worldview. So in my books, this was actually quite a good call. He got everything